day before Christmas Eve of this last year, I was running a group with 14 men, adult men, at the treatment center that I manage. And I had some elaborate message that I was sharing with them, and I tend to go on and on and on and ramble when I'm in front of these men because I feel like I have so much hope to give them, and I was hired to inject them with some recovery and inject them with hope. And in the middle of this group that I'm running, this 24-year-old man who will remain anonymous stops me, and he says, "I'm sorry to cut you off. I have to get something off my chest." And his chin starts to quiver, and he's looking down at the floor, and you can just see how he's talking himself out of what he's about to say. And he takes that leap. He takes that step. And he says, I want you all to know that I haven't been connecting with any of you because I have a hard time trusting. He said, when I was a child, I was sexually molested by the one person that my family and I trusted the most. He said, I've never told a soul. Over the next 2 weeks, I watched this young man change. I saw light come on in his eyes. I saw hope be filled in his soul. I saw him, this young man, become a man. And I reflect back on that and asked him yesterday, I said, hey, after you got honest about something that you held so deep down in your soul, into the dark caverns where there was cobwebs and there was mold growing, just so deep down, you kept that secret. What has that done for you? Because I've noticed a change in you. I've witnessed a change over the last two weeks, just since you purged that secret. And he said, you know what it was, Jason? He said, when I took that leap to express something that I've held deep down for so long, it bridged the gap of trust with me and mankind. I believe that I was only as sick as my secrets. And I was a sick puppy. As it was mentioned, I ran the streets of Salt Lake City, shut my family, shut my ex-wife, shut my son out of my life. And just when I thought it couldn't get any darker, I found myself living in a tunnel down by the homeless shelter in the winter in downtown Salt Lake City. I get asked all the time, Jason, how did you pull out? Like, what was it that changed your life from being a crack addict and a heroin junkie, a criminal, and a homeless man to where you're at today? And if I could boil it down to the first thing and the most important thing that has changed my life was the willingness to purge secrets. I believe that the world is tired of the smoke and mirrors. I'm tired of the smoke and mirrors. I'm tired of seeing everything on the surface and having a hard time getting to know people who they really are. And that takes vulnerability. That takes some courage. That's why I love the people in this circle that I run with, is because they're willing to go to those places. They're willing to get honest with one another. And that's what authenticity is to me. That's where the sunlight of the Spirit comes into one's life is when those secrets are purged out. And have you ever wondered why some people around you might be receiving a level of abundance that you feel like you're not? Or you're reading quotes online and on Facebook. Everybody in this group loves to post quotes. And some people are so profoundly inspired, and then you wonder why it's not even hitting your heart. Well, I ask, what secrets are you holding in? Are you holding in secrets from your spouse? Are you holding in secrets from your children? Are you holding in secrets from yourself? I believe that's the greatest secret you can hold in. Denial. I was taught that denial means don't even notice I am lying. And I was in the greatest depth of denial for so many years, and I didn't realize it. The truth is what I'm about. I carry the message of truth, and I am not proud of my past. I'm not proud to stand before a group of business people and entrepreneurs and successful icons in this industry or in any industry. I'm not proud to stand before a group of high school kids and admit my past to them. It's embarrassing at times. But I tell you what, the vulnerability that I'm willing to risk bridges the gap of trust with mankind and me. It's a way that I feel like I can be a part of and give back and make all my suffering and all of my wrong choices and all my criminal behaviors have some sort of meaning, to give someone else the permission to get honest with their lives and to take on those secrets that are keeping them cut off from abundance and fulfillment, cut off from feeling like you're bigger than what you tell yourself. And I love Dave Blanchard's saying when he asked me, he said, Jason, if I talk to you the way you talk to yourself when you're standing alone in the mirror, would we still be friends? And I'm in front of the mirror every day like, you're fat, you're bald. I just about said some other things. I'm not going to say those things. But I get that negative self-talk going all the time. When we hear about it, don't talk to yourself negatively. Well, that stems from a lot of feelings deep down in that I need to purge. You know, this is an invitation to all of you as you get up and you go out and you share your message and you carry the truth, your truth, and what you're passionate about, to take that risk and go places that maybe you haven't gone before. The world doesn't need smoke and mirrors. My good friend Charlie reminded me of that. It's like what the world wants and needs is some real authenticity, the truth. I tend to overshare the truth, and some people are like, oh, I don't need that much truth, Jason. So I'm learning to scale it back a little bit. But I think that's because my brain's still healing. I don't have that gauge yet of what's appropriate, what's not. It's coming around slowly but surely. The things I used to share, I don't share anymore from the stage. However, when you get honest in your life, and you go to that person that you've been holding that secret in about or to, and you let that out, or a trusted stranger, you will experience that sunlight of the Spirit coming into your life, and you will begin to experience a deeper and greater level of abundance than you've ever experienced. I'm all about honesty. I'm tired of the smoke and mirrors. I would encourage anyone to live in that light of truth and take those risks that maybe you're afraid of taking. The last thing I will say is look at your side in everything. If you resent someone, if you struggle with something, look at your side in that. Thank you. That's all I have.